Okay, it's time to continue to build our home for happiness. And our next very important feature in our home is the pillar of the heart. Very important structure within our home. And what I would like you to do is to play along with me, to keep an open mind and participate. So the first thing we're going to do is I would like you to point across the room. Now point back to yourself. Look down, and where are you pointing? You're pointing to your heart, right? That's because instinctively we know that our heart is the essence of who we are. When we tell someone we love them, we say, I love you with all my heart, not all my mind, not all my little toe or my entire belly button. It's I love you with all my heart. Our hearts are where the juice in our life come from. When the juice is flowing, we are happy. When the juice is not flowing, we are unhappy. So we need to figure out those things that are going to keep our hearts open and those juices flowing. So we're going to talk about some of those things today. Now the pillar of the heart, when the heart is in the state of contraction, these are some of the things that you might be feeling. Fear, anger, sadness, tension, disappointment, emptiness, resentment, self-centeredness, and heart rhythm incoherence. All of those things, just those words make you kind of shrivel up and contract. We want to be open. We want to be in the expanded state. So to be in the expanded state, we need to feel love, openness, gratitude, forgiveness, loving kindness, and heart rhythm coherence. Now, in the book Happy for No Reason, Marcy goes into much more detail about each of these activities. We don't have time for that today in the half-day seminar, so I'm going to choose one activity that we're going to go over today and that you can take home with you and start working on. You can get Marcy's book, and I'm going to talk about some other programs at the end of the seminar that you can also use to learn about some of these other activities. But gratitude is a very important one because it helps counteract that disappointment and that emptiness. I first learned about gratitude 15 years ago, actually, right before I went to Ecuador. I received the book Simple Abundance, and the author referred to a gratitude journal and writing down 5 things every day for which you are grateful for. And I was a consummate whiner at that time of my life and always chose to look at what was wrong and not what was right. And by doing that, it really helped to change things because I had 1,000 things to be grateful for, but chose to focus on that negative. And what you think about grows stronger in your life. So if you're thinking about what you don't have, you're just going to continue to not have those things. People who are grateful don't have more in their life. They're just choosing to focus on the things that they do have. They actually did a study at the University of California and had people do a gratitude journal once a week. Versus a control group who did not. The people who had a journal and wrote down what they were grateful for tested out as being more optimistic, they felt healthier, they exercised more, and they felt a general overall sense of happiness compared to the control group. So it's scientifically been proven to work. So we're going to do that today because I feel that it's very important. I've had experiences on my farm where I did a labyrinth walk. Well, I use gratitude every day, but this one particular night I had this just amazing experience where I went down to take a walk in my labyrinth, which is similar to a maze, but it just has one path to the center. And I walked down there at night underneath the moon and the stars in the middle of nowhere, just the most peaceful quiet you could ever imagine. And with each step that I took inside the labyrinth, I named something I was grateful for. And it just kept pouring out of me. Grateful for the moon and the stars and the sun and the clouds that are born from the rivers outside my farm, for the coffee that grows from my farmhand, for my family, for cell phones that keep me in contact with my family, for the internet that also keeps me in contact with my family and the outside world when I'm on the farm, for the animals, for my dogs, for the car that takes me to town, for my neighbors who show me what that true happiness does not come from outside things, but comes from the inside. And it just was this experience that I couldn't stop. I was overflowing and crying, and if you keep at this, you will have similar experiences to that. Because it fills that disappointment and emptiness, it just fills it up. The gratitude just takes that space, and there's no room for those other things. So what I would like you to do is to pair off in twos and tell each other 5 things in which you are grateful for right now. And then when you go home tonight, I want you to start doing this every day, or at least every other day. Do it with your children when you're tucking them in at night. Do it with your husband. Do it when you're just sitting on the couch contemplating life. Think about all that you have to be grateful for, and it will be life-changing, and you will start getting those juices of happiness flowing. So go ahead and pair up. Thank you.